guys, good evening. This is Michelle from the Very Chubby TV, and welcome again for another TV series review. This time it's the Netflix original, The Titans, based on the DC Comics. Um, I've just finished watching the season one of the Titans, and it has been, I think, almost 3 weeks when I started watching this series. Actually, the first time, my first reaction when I get to start watching when I was, I think, the second episode or the third episode of the season one. I kind of like uh, seeing this series as that there was actually a similarity with with the Umbrella Academy. I don't know if you have watched that series, the Umbrella Academy, because it's like having having these heroes, the coming of age of these heroes, wherein they are trying to find out their individual backgrounds and the powers they possess. Same as with the Umbrella Academy, but the only difference is that in Titans, the heroes in here was a lot more familiar to the public, like Robin, like Batman, Beast Boy, Starfire, and all the other characters in the DC comics. People are like familiar to the characters of Titans, whereas in the Umbrella Academy, it's not that familiar to everyone. More like a bunch of unknowns still. But for in fairness to the fans of the Umbrella Academy, the series was good, but I think Titans was better since the heroes are more popular than the ones in the Umbrella Academy, and also the storylines of the Titans is a little more on the easier side to understand compared to the Umbrella Academy, which I actually find it hard to comprehend how this character and the other characters affect the whole universe of the Umbrella Academy. Whereas here in Titans, it's easier to. I find it hard to. I do not find it that hard. Rather, to understand the motives, their special powers, the family backgrounds. But though here in the season one of the Titans, it's still a little vague as to what the series will become in the next season, because it's still season one. It's still the introduction of the character, especially the character of Dick Grayson, or commonly known as Robin. So it's still the introduction actually, but it's really good, except that uh, Titans should be titled as the Teen Titans, because that is the actually the real title in the DC universe. But then again, knowing Netflix and the kind of content they produce for Netflix original, they love dark themes. That's why I don't think Teen Titans would actually fit in their kind of content that they created. So it is but it is but proper that they drop the teens thing and just call it the Titans, because actually the whole series, the whole season one was kinda a little violent for teenage viewing, public viewing fans. It's actually, for me, it's actually more on the rated 18 side because of the violence that the show has been showing. But to be fair to the makers of the series, it's actually good, and it's easier to comprehend. Well, I am not a reader. I am not a comic reader. I don't know really so much about Batman, about Robin, about Superman, and things like that. I don't really know the real background of background of the superheroes. So I only knew them by name. In fact, I just found out that Robin's real name is Dick Grayson. So, and he in the series he played a young LAPD police, so police slash detective. So I don't really know if that is the real story in the comics. But to give you a little trivia, if you remember the prince who played the actor who played the prince in Maleficent. I know people knew that movie from Angelina Jolie. Dick Grayson, or Brenton Thwaites, was the same actor who played Robin in this series. And he in the Maleficent movie, he was still like, I think, teenagers, something like that. And here in the Titans, he was growing muscles, biceps, triceps, and all the steps in the body. He has that already. Uh, Really different from his role in the Maleficent, whom he played like the prince who didn't have that magical kiss. But anyway, he was actually a good actor. In here, he was able to do justice to the role, and he's all grown up. And actually, among all the actors here in the series, it's only him that I recognize the best because I think I have watched Maleficent for like 6 times already. That's why I remember correctly who the actors are. That's why when I first watched episode 1, season 1, I immediately recognized him as the one who played the prince in that Disney movie. Uh, for all the Batman fans, I think this is a must watch, of course, because uh, Batman was already here. The the character of Batman was slowly being introduced in this series, though he still don't have a face yet. So I don't know if who they chose to play Bruce Wayne or Batman in this series, but already they were there. Batman, and also Joker was mentioned in there. But that's a good thing about this series, is that when season 2 will start to roll out, we will be able to know more about the story of Bruce Wayne and how the Titans we're coming together to save the world. Anyway, I I will give this show 3 stars for all the Batman fans. I think you should watch this, guys. This is actually a good series, but for the younger fans, like I don't recommend them to watch it yet because it's a little violent for the content is a little violent. In fact, the Netflix rated this show as R16 plus. So I don't think 15 years old and below are recommended to watch this series. But then again, it's actually good. It's a must see for all the fans, and I am looking forward to season 2, which is, by the way, I don't have a concrete information because I haven't come across any news of when season 2 will be premiered on Netflix. But in the Wikipedia, I've read that they started filming the season 2 around April 2019, and they are expected to conclude filming this September. So I think maybe the premiere of season 2 will be in the last quarter of 2019 or in the early quarter of 2020. So I'll be watching out for that because I cannot wait to know what happens in Gotham City, because it's a little bit on not so good side. So, but I cannot tell you how how it ended. Though I wanted to share to all of you how it ended, but I can't since I don't actually do spoiling, and I wanted all of you to watch this one, especially to the subscribers of Netflix. Please don't forget to add this on your list because this is actually a must watch. And season 1 is only 11 episodes, so it's really short, and you can actually watch this one for like one weekend. You'll be able to finish it. So again, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I hope my little review on this series will give you a little insight and somehow will entice you to watch the Titans on Netflix. Just add it on your list so that you will be able to remember to watch it again when you finish watching what you are watching right now. So to all the subscribers, please do watch the Titans. And for everyone out there, thank you very much again for watching. Thank you very much for appreciating my content. Please do like and subscribe this channel, The Very Chubby TV. And once again, thank you very much, and I will be back next week for another book review. This time on the book 2 of the Endgame series. So I promise I will be having another review next week. And so again, thanks for watching. Enjoy your weekend, guys, and I hope you will be able to find time watching the Titans, and maybe we will be sharing similar opinions about it. So you just comment below. Don't forget to write your comment and your suggestions maybe. So once again, thank you very much, and may God bless you all, and happy weekend. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your Sunday tomorrow, and bye-bye.
Thank you.